Um, Unfortunately, with the weather the way it is right now, I'm not getting to do any work today. And the day-to-day pay is how we've been surviving with everything. And so without that today, I don't know how we're going to eat. So it's kind of why I had time to get on here today. I went around to a couple of food banks, and they was one had food, but it was nothing we could actually fix in the hotel. The other one had a sign on the door that said "We're out." That's exactly what it said. It said "We're out." So, but the most I'm gonna say about the work I'm doing is this outside work. So, okay, I'm sorry. I hate that it blew over because I know them things are expensive, but the fact that uh, somewhere somebody's waking up to finding a huge skeleton head in their yard, and that just was funny to me. I don't know. It's like they're expensive, yeah, but it's like, can you imagine walking outside and it's like you just see a big head in your yard? It's like it's crazy. Maybe they can put it out on Facebook or something, and whoever finds their head can return it. Lily Beth, it wasn't too personal. I just don't want to say too much about it. Um, I don't want to say too much about what kind of work I'm doing, where I'm working, or anything like that. So, wasn't that was too personal? I just don't want to give too much out. So, you wasn't in the wrong for asking. You're fine. You don't have to apologize for asking. It's just that I'm not giving any information out like that. I'm just picturing different scenarios. Like you're going out in the morning to get in your car to leave, and you turn the corner, and there it is beside your car or something. It's just that's crazy. And those heads are big too, so it's like it's not just gonna. I mean, 12-foot skeleton. The head's got to be a pretty good size. Lily Beth, you're completely right. And I'm working on some other jobs that are more permanent. And like I said a couple weeks ago, nobody know where I'm working or when I'm working. They'll just know that y'all don't see me that often on here anymore. And when y'all don't see me that often on here, it means most likely I'm working. It's like I hope it didn't happen, but can you imagine calling that into like your insurance company, like say it like knocked a window out at a house or hit a car or something and dented the side of it, and you got to call it in like a huge skeleton head knocked my window out. Like that's crazy. A little update on something as of yesterday. We are through all the days in October that really bummed me out. Hey, Holly and Ben, how are you doing? Uh, there was 3 dates in October that absolutely just break my heart to get through, and as of yesterday, it's we got through them all. Um, so yesterday was pretty rough. I tried to keep myself very, very occupied yesterday, and ever occupied or asleep, to be honest with you. Um, October 1st was the anniversary of my mother passing. October the 7th was the anniversary of my uncle passing. Uncle that was like a father to me. And then yesterday was the anniversary of the passing of one of my nieces that was like a kid to me. So we got through all those horrible days in October. Um, so now we've got to hoping my dad calls me back. I called him early enough to voicemail. Today's his birthday. At least wanted to reach out to him, and I said happy birthday on the voicemail and told him that if he had time, I'd like to talk to him today. Um, little steps. Little steps are better than no steps, right? So, got that going on. Reached out, left him a voicemail. Um, so, maybe he'll reach back out to me and I can talk to him on his birthday. And then getting geared up to get a day older or a year older myself. November 3rd is my birthday. So, getting geared up for that. Not doing anything special. I never do for my birthday. November. We're in the same. We should be in the same week because the 3rd falls on a Monday, I believe. So yours should be what? That Friday or Saturday? Yeah, Friday. See, my birthday is November 3rd. I was born in 1979. I've got a cousin. Um, I've got a cousin who was born November 3rd, 1969. I was born on her 10th birthday. Um, and then my dad was born October 27th, 1959. So we've got 10, 10, and 10. It's like, he's, God bless, he'll be 66. I'll be 46. My cousin will be 56. And then my aunt, another aunt, and my other cousin did that for the 44, 54, and 64. So it's a little babbling. I just thought it was kind of weird that that's all on the same side of the family. It's all on my dad's side of the family where we do 10-year gaps. I did not know that. It might be something that a lot of people don't celebrate because church we used to go to would let you rent out their fellowship hall to celebrate birthdays. So I'm still learning a lot about the Bible. I'm still in my Bible journey. So, but I think I would have to read more into it. For me personally, for myself, I mean, you make your own decisions, your own choices. Why not set my seatbelt on? I'm sitting still. I'm so used to a seatbelt when I'm in a car. It's like it's just, you know. I know. I don't know for sure, But I've always been told Jehovah Witnesses don't celebrate birthdays and holidays. So I think it's different denominations celebrate different things. But uh, I would have to, for myself, I'd want to read more into it and learn more on it before I made a judgment for myself. I mean, clearly, if that's your judgment is not to celebrate, then hey, that's your judgment. Hey, Crystal, how are you doing? You just reached stage 14. I don't know what none of that means. How'd everything go with the doctors, Crystal? I understand that. Rose, we are good and bad. I guess that's the simple way to say it. She's back at the room. I was out trying to get us a few groceries from a couple of food banks that was open today, and struck out in both scenarios. So now I'm sitting here. Um, Sitting here, the car's almost on E, and the refrigerator is completely empty. So, Crystal, I remember getting that news from the doctor, getting put on diabetic meds and cholesterol meds. Um, so I definitely know what you're going through on that one. Um, so I've been on diabetic meds now for a couple years, and mine's doing a lot better. Cholesterol is good. Um, I don't know how my cholesterol got good because I take the one pill at night, and unless I put it in my pill caddy, I forget it all the time. So it's sorry about that, guys. I had a phone call come in that I needed to take. Now let me catch up. I am type 2 diabetic. Um, I've gotten my A1C level down from like a 10 something to 6. I think it was 6.1, 6.2, something like that. The last time I went and had it checked. So, but yeah. Luckily, I'm not on any kind of shot. Um, Mine got under control with the meds. So, Crystal, it is, but I'm going to tell you, once you get it under control, it gets easier. So it's like, oh yeah, there's definitely a chance to reverse it on mine. I just got to drop a lot of weight and everything, which that's always fun, right, guys? And I'm going to tell you, my biggest thing that I've always had troubles with is freaking Mountain Dews and Dr. Peppers. It's like I've man, I was working at Rough Country down here, and they was like, "Yeah, you can have drinks on the line down here," and I was like, "Whew." So from the time I clocked in to the time I clocked out, I had a bottle of Mountain Dew, and then when I went home, it was either sweet tea or Mountain Dew, and yeah, and that was the hardest thing for me to give up because I can change how I eat, um, and that's not that big of a deal. It's just um, sometimes can't afford to eat the best thing, so you take what you can get. Um, but when I can afford it, I can change how I eat, and that doesn't bother me. But giving up the Mountain Dews was like, I'm not comparing it to I am, but I ain't. It's nowhere near as severe as someone giving up rugs, but I think it's just as hard to give up an addiction to drinks like that as it is to give up to get clean. You know, people associate it with, man, I'm in a rough mood. I want something that makes me happy, so they'll go get them a Mountain Dew. Or my biggest fault in some of my weight gain has been over the years is I'm a depressive eater. I've always been a big guy, but I'm a depressive eater. So like when I get super depressed, I want to turn to food, and so that's kind of like, you know, it's crazy, but I've always been a big guy, but I was always kept everything um, under control to a certain degree. And then a lot of depression hit, and I found that comfort in food. And looked up one day and was just like, "What the hell am I doing? I'm killing myself. Is what I'm doing." And getting a hold of that and keeping a hold of that's been the toughest thing I've ever done because I haven't got completely a hold of it yet. Because obviously I'm still a big guy. You know, trying to work on that daily by drinking more water, eating better, going to the gym. You know, um, but it's like it takes no time at all to slip up on something like that. You know, it's easy to slip up on. takes you 6 months to lose 30 pounds, and then it seems like it takes 6 days to gain it all back. Hey, Christine. We're doing so. I'm gonna say we're blessed for what we do have going on, but we could definitely use a little help today. If anybody could help with anything going towards gas in this car and to get us something to eat. I spent the last part of our gas getting out and trying to get some stuff from food banks, and the ones that was open, one had some stuff, but it wasn't anything we could cook at the hotel. It was white beans and stuff like that, and we don't have anything to cook stuff like that on. So I just, respectfully turned it down. Told them why I was turning it down. So there wasn't no sense in taking the food and not being able to use it when someone else could come down there and get it and use it. Well, Larva, I've been keeping pretty busy. No matter what anybody wants to say, I've been keeping pretty busy. Most days I'm doing some work with someone. It's outside work, so right now it's raining. It's yucky, so we were not working today. So I was like, well, I've got time to get on today after I, try to get everything going. Hey, Carrie. So I tried to post a couple little videos. I always kind of check our videos if you haven't seen us in a while. I do try to post videos to keep everybody updated. There's actually just a couple little funny videos in there this last time. A little couple of jokes. So what do you mean, Larv? Are you asking me if we can be what? I'm just a tad bit confused on that. We can't really cook in our. We got our little air fryer and a microwave in our room. They was fine with the air fryer. They wasn't fine with the electric skillet. So she is back at the room. She's relaxing right now. We do have the room paid for several more days. We've got to pay for it up till Friday. Larva, they really don't have it. It's like what they have is what they have, Queen, we're good on the room. We're just not good on gas for the car or food. We have like absolutely nothing to eat. It's like we have nothing at all. And at this point, I don't even have the gas to go get anything. I've got enough to get back to the room because the room is really close to me. And hope I make it to the gas station next time I have money to get gas. So it's what I'm saying. If anybody would like to help with anything at all, like getting some food and some gas, it would be appreciated. Oh, Christina, what was your? Let me go back and Christina, what was your question again? Wasn't that far back, but I don't see it. Oh yeah, that's how we've been doing. We've been doing pretty good. We've been doing pretty good. Um, I said still have our room. Um, it's paid up to Friday. So the shutdown, we haven't gotten anything else on the EBT. They got it. I knew what you meant though. Um, they did send me a thing saying that they didn't come out on 23rd. The only reason it was saying the 23rd was that's when we had a deposit from last time, and that was supposed to have been for a prorated amount and this month, but it wasn't correct. So the only thing I know right now with the EBT is kind of like what everybody else knows. I get updates on the app I use, and they're saying that November's could be in jeopardy if the shutdown is still in place. Um, so if the government is still shut down, they might not go out. Is basically the only thing they're saying. It is going to hurt a lot of people. I mean, it's going to hurt a lot. I'm I don't think Trump canceled them. It's the government shutdown that's canceled them. Yeah, somebody's got to budge on what they're doing up there, or it's just going to be, you know, it's going to be a long shutdown. And they're not worried about it because, look, everybody keeps saying, well, cut their payout, cut their payout. They're not worried about it. Listen, you could go inside government and cut everybody's payout. They're not worried about it. They've got big bank accounts. I mean, I agree with the point that, and I'm not going to get too deep into politics. Hey, Jules. Exactly, Queen. They don't care because they are rich. You see, if you cut the average person's paycheck out, they're going to hurt. They might have a little bit of money in the bank to get through a few weeks. That's what I'm saying. That people keep hollering, cut their paychecks out up there, cut government's paychecks. That's not going to matter. Listen, if I'm living in a multi-million-dollar home and it's already paid off, and I've got $4 or $5 million in a bank account, and you cut my paycheck, that's not going to do nothing. I've got money to live off of. You know, where the average person doesn't have that. The average person doesn't have the money to live for a few weeks. Exactly, Nana, but how long would that go if you had to live off of it, though? That's a question you'd have to ask your government. And see, that's the thing. Like, there's not enough people. People want to argue with each other about it, but won't take time to stand up in front of somebody that can do something about it and argue with it. It's like if America would ever unite and be one country, then this divided bullcrap that they have on us. Hey, Lauren. And Jules, that's what's happening. I mean, it's going to get worse. This shutdown's hitting. You know, Queen, a lot of luck. A lot of luck. Uh, so that's kind of where I'll just leave that at. Y'all, you've been around, you know. So much luck that you haven't seen me in a couple of weeks. Really be on here that much. Hey, April, how are you doing? Doing pretty decent today. Could be better, could be worse, you know. Could be a lot worse. We have our room paid for up till Friday. So we're blessed for that. Um, Food wise, we're struggling. It hasn't poured rain here, but it has been raining off and on just enough to keep you from doing anything outside. And so it's one of those days here. There's a hurricane heading towards Florida, though, isn't it? Hurricane Melissa. This is our normal type of weather here in West Tennessee this time of year. Gloomy, rainy days. Heading towards Jamaica. I knew I'd seen it was out that way. I just didn't know where it was going. Hey, Tamara, how are you doing? You know, Tamara, just trying to survive. Jules Angela's doing pretty good. She's back at the room. Most definitely, Category 5 hitting Jamaica is going to be wild. I hope everybody stays safe down there, as safe as they can. Uh, little funny, I will, April. Little funny side note that all y'all will enjoy. Me and Angela share this account. That's no secret. It says Tim and Angela on the thing. It's mine and hers pictures, right? Somebody sent a DM, and I requested. I don't even know if Angela's seen it or not. She checks the DM some. She doesn't some. I don't know. Um, Said, hey, and Tamara, I hope you're listening to this because this involves you. Said, hey, I just want to let you know that I know for a fact that your husband and that Tamara chick that comes in there have got a thing going on the side. And I was like, oh, really? How do you know that? And I was like, well, I've seen pictures of them two together. Hey, Donna. Exactly, Tamara. You're in Houston. I'm in West Tennessee. And I was like, I pointed that out. I was like, well, that girl's from Texas and we're in Tennessee, so I don't see how that could happen. And they was like, well, we know he's got the hots for her. We can tell by the way he acts when she comes into the room. And I'm just like, Queen, I don't know. So I'm just like, okay, so first of all, Tamara's one of our oldest friends on here, on this app. She's one of the first people we made friends with when we started doing TikTok. Yeah, and they had every intentions for Angela to be the one who's seen it and everything. And I'm just like, listen, if you're going to make up a story about me messing with another woman on here, um, pick one of these women that are closer to where I'm at. She's not going to believe it either way it goes. I mean, we've been together since 1996, and I've never cheated on her. So, I mean, why would I start now at the age of 45? About to be 46 in a few days. It's crazy. So, yeah. I don't know where that wacko came from, but he came from out of nowhere, and I was just like, checked it, and I was just like, oh, really? So, apparently, we're seeing each other a couple of times a week. So, we're doing a lot of driving or a lot of flying. So, it ain't me either. She, of course not. She didn't believe that one at all. She wouldn't believe it if they told her it was somebody from here in town, because I've never given her a reason to ever think anything, even have to wonder if a story like that is real. And she's never gave me a reason to think anything like that. There was just somebody trying to start something. There's a lot of you that come in this chat that when y'all pop in, y'all say hi. I say hi. I'm excited to see you guys. A lot of you that way. Y'all get the same energy that Tamara gets. I like y'all's videos. Y'all like my stuff. Hey, Missy, how are you doing? Hey, Jennifer, how are you doing? It is afternoon, ain't it? Good Lord, I'm usually on a little bit earlier, but, you know. Yeah, I thought that was, hey, Ashley. I thought that was weird. I wished it would stop this mist and rain we've got going on here, Jennifer, but I love the cooler temperatures. Yeah, Grave. I don't know. I guess about 90% of our chat are females. You know, and that's something else that was a whole difference. That's a whole different show right there. But it's in its 50s here in West Tennessee right now, Donna. Exactly, and she's usually, you know, she wanted me to do the live when I got back to the room and everything. And there's just no service there. So, but y'all know the last couple lives she's been with me. Jennifer, that is some awesome news. Are y'all going to do a reveal, or y'all just going to find out at the doctor's office? Missy, it is kind of chilly outside today. I actually put on long pants instead of my shorts. Excuse me. Ooh. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Maybe to be a little boy and I don't think people just find out. Like they go to the doctor and the doctor's like, "Oh, it's a boy." I think everybody does a gender reveal now. Missy, we're in the 50s here, but I'm not for sure what the wind chill is. There's barely any wind blowing though. It's just mist and rain every once in a while. I will, Jennifer. I'll be getting back to the room here in just a little while. I was hoping somebody might help me out today with a little bit of gas, and honestly, about $50 is what I would need to get through the day. And the next few days, honestly, wouldn't be just for the day. It would be some money in the gas tank, and the rest of it would go to going to Save a Lot and getting a 5 for 25 deal. And a few little extra things, and that would last us a few days on groceries until I can start generating some money again. She's doing pretty good. She's back at the room. She says she was supposed to get up and start cleaning the room up, but I told her to wait till I got back and we do it together. So knowing her, she's cleaning the room. We'll get her back on here in the next live or so. If we could go live from the room and actually have good service, we would do it there and wouldn't worry about it. But it's like service is always crappy. Okay, Queen. So, just to kind of throw this out there, just to kind of talk about something that's crazy. Yeah, it's a nice little drive in between where you live and where we're at, Jennifer. As many of y'all know that quite often, not just myself, but other people get streamed by certain groups of people. I looked into one of them last night who has their gifts turned on. They brag about the gifts they get. They post little videos about the big gifts and stuff. You can go to tickleap.com, type in someone's name, their actual at name, not whatever you see up there at the top, but like their actual at name. And you can see what they've made in the last 5 or 6 days. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go look this stuff up. And there's this, I don't know what they call their, well, I know what they call it. They call themselves a cult. I mean, that's what they flat out call each other. The cult. So I went into tickleap.com and I typed in their screen name. And I got looking at their last 6 days. Added them all up, and payout are on Wednesday. So they still have today. They're probably streaming me right now. And then they have Tuesday to stream, and then they'll get a big payout Wednesday. And as of last night, their next payout is going to be over $1,200. And the only thing they do is stream people like myself and a couple other and talk crap about us to the camera. They don't even show their face. They just little graham crackers off to the side. Because you can go to tickleap.com, type in their name, and it tells you exactly how much money someone has made on TikTok. Okay, they only count up to Sunday for Wednesday payout. Okay. Well, then they're going to have over a $1,200 payout on Wednesday. So, what does it go Monday through Sunday and then payout on Wednesday? I couldn't remember exactly. Yeah, Tamara, right. I don't know. Um, it's they get that they stay on there all day, and most this was I was up about 11:30, 12 o'clock last night, and came across their page, and they was getting gifts like crazy, and I was just like, I'm just gonna go look it up. Um, yeah, I mean, I got to have more people send gifts if that's the. But if I get on here and ask for gifts, I'm still a beggar. I don't understand that. Two girls was set up here the other night. They're sisters, and they're smart. I give them this much. Um, both very good looking young ladies, 20, 21 years old, somewhere in that. Um, I thought about that, Sassy Sam. I really did, but I need another phone to do that on. Um, they get on here, they battle each other, and whatever they get at the end of the battles and everything, when they have their cash out, they just split because they're working together on these battles, right? They're battling each other, so it's like one of them. Hey, Silver Foxy. Um, so they battling each other constantly, and whatever money they collect together, they just split. Smart business. You know, it keeps their money there instead of somebody else getting it. So if one of them loses to the other one, you know, still it's there. Oh man, that would throw them for a loop. That was because when we used to battle, we would battle anybody, and it got to the point to where groups was coming in and was they was watching us, and they would go over to the people we was battling and be like, you know, he's this, that, and the other. They're low down people, and they're scammers, and they're this, that, and the other, and the person would drop out of the battle. So that would be crazy right there if me and Angela battled each other. Like, that's a good idea, guys. That's a good idea. Because she has another account that she was trying to do her coffee videos on. And that's a fine idea. So yeah, y'all be sticking around for those battles because, like I said, her other account, she was going to do her coffee videos on. She can go live, so she can battle. So that is something we're going to look into. We're going to battle each other. But back to the point in hand, like these two girls was doing that, and somebody put on their thing, and I screenshot it. Um, Stop begging for money when they're on there doing the battles, getting gifts from battles. The way that is set up by TikTok. So how is that begging? I don't get that point. It won't. I mean, it really won't. I mean, we battle each other and do like some of these other creators are doing. Before anybody asks me, that's just water. Yeah, Jeffree Star battles and he's rich, but he's begging for money. Jeffree Star ain't got to beg for a dime, y'all. He's using the parameters of TikTok to make more money. Yeah, I mean, Sassy Sam, that's definitely, that is definitely something we're going to try. We're definitely going to at least try to battle each other and see how that goes. I mean, they really can't come in and be like, hey, you can't watch that person because you're battling. Thank y'all for that idea, chat. Because I was sitting there I was sitting there talking about it, and it's very obvious that me and her could do that, and just see how it goes. Just got to figure out the location because we don't get good service at the hotel. I don't know if he keeps his gifts or not, but still, I mean, it's another source of income. Whatever he does with it is, if he donates it, if he recycles it back into it. I mean, only I'm saying is it's another source of income. It is going to be income for him. Now, whether he decides to take that income and donate it, that's a different story. He's making that money, so it's income, right? He has to file taxes on it, so it's income. So whether he keeps it, he donates it, or whatever, is still a form of income for him because he's making that money in. Okay, Dawn. That is true. But it's still income for him. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Jennifer. It's like, it's not just, hey, I got this money. I do it every day. I make this money every week. That's not just a one-time, hey, I got $10,000 and I turned around and donated it all. That wouldn't be income. Jennifer, we're 50-50 on that, I'm going to say. We're good with our hotel room till Friday. We are just not good with anything to eat or gas money to go get anything if we had the money. I was trying to come up with about $50 today. If anybody would want to help with anything towards that, it would be appreciated, guys. It really would. $50 would set us up for at least 3 to 4 days. Oh yeah, if he turns around and donates it all, then if if that doesn't get resolved by then, I don't. Next one's gonna be a lot of ramen noodles being ate. I mean, a lot. And see, this is something the crazily put in. I don't know, crazily is not a word, but this is something to kind of think about, guys. Me and my wife are sitting here. $50 would change our whole day, right? It would put gas in the car. It would allow us to go to Save a Lot to get 5 for 25 and a few other things, right? I'd leave about $40 to get some groceries on. The people streaming us is going to make $1,200 this week off of streaming me and a few other people. So they're turning our hardship into money. 5 for 25 is they've got certain items you can pick, and you pick 5 items for $25. And they've got things like a pack of chicken, pack of pork chops, big double pack of bologna, stuff like they got stuff like that on the 5 for 25. So it's pick 5 items for $25. I don't know what Gypsy Rose is doing, but no telling about that girl. We do have our air fryer. So anything we get, we make sure we can ever fix it in the air fryer or the microwave. If can't be fixed in the air fryer or microwave, we just don't get it. That was the problem with a lot of the food banks, is a lot of their food is stuff we can't fix in our room. So, you know, the box that was given out earlier would have been 95% of it would have been stuff that would have to be fixed on a stove or slow cooker, and we don't have either one of those. So wish we had a stove. Yeah, I mean, we've got a little refrigerator and freezer in our room. I mean, we've got something to keep the food in. Miss Dawn, we have a crock pot and we have a 2-burner hot plate looking thing, but the hotel doesn't allow that in there. They said they would allow the air fryer because they see that as more as a woman told me up front. She said we allow air fryers because they're more like a microwave. Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you. Thank you. And then the microwave is in place, so we can't take a bunch of cooking stuff inside. Because we actually have a slow cooker and we actually have a double burner hot plate, but we can't. Uh, we have to keep everything restricted to the air fryer or the microwave. Um, Good and bad. I mean, we're doing pretty good, but we could, like room wise, place to stay, we're good. Um, I've been trying to figure out, get help, however you want to place it, however you want to say it, on $50 a day, so I can get us some gas and some groceries. Because as of right now, we don't have anything to eat, and car is setting on E. It's going to get me back to the room, which I'm almost at, and will get me to the gas station when I get some gas money. But once I get to the um, when I get back to the room, it's going to be not getting back out until I have the money for gas, because it's just, I'm not going to go much further down the road. Sorry, y'all. I'm bouncing y'all around. I'm trying to type with one hand. And I just said to tell all y'all hi. Well, Mary Green, like I said, Save A Lot has that 5 for 25 deal. We can get 5 items for $25, and there's some of them packs of meat that they have in there will be 2 meals. Yeah, I'll be right back. I've got a phone call. Nobody said anything on the other end, so I just hung up. Yes, Save A Lot's 5 for 25 deal is pretty good, because like I said, you can get a pack of pork chops where you can get 2 meals out of the pack. Can't do it every time, but a lot of times you can. Um, but that's where the day's at. I'm not going to be on here much longer. I'm ready to get back to the room. I don't know. Our Aldi's is still being built. Um, they finally got the framework done on it. So it is still being built. Hey, Holly. Yeah, Janie Lynn. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to come up with $50 a day. That way I can put $10 in the gas tank and take $40 to Save A Lot, get a 5 for 25 deal, then like some bread and something like that. Because one of the deals they have on that 5 for 25 is they have this big double pack of bologna, and that lasts a long time. I mean, it's like the big thick packs of bologna, and you know, can stretch that stuff out 3 days at least. We've been known to stretch it out 5 days, depending on the size of the packs of meat. Because sometimes you can get 2 meals out of the pack of meat. Sometimes you can't. Really, depending on market value, I guess, how much they have to put in there for what they're being charged. So, if anybody would be willing to help with anything going towards that, guys, it would be appreciated. Because as of right now, we have nothing. And now, when I say nothing, I mean we don't even have the bread to put the peanut butter and jelly on. We do have a little bit of peanut butter and jelly left. I just don't have any more bread. So It's always something. And when I say make that 5 for 25 last for 3 days, uh, I know everybody's thinking, man, a pack of meat, 5 packs of meat, this should be 5 days. I get the bologna and stuff for us, that's lunches. The back of my head's itching like crazy. Uh, well, they did not come through on the 23rd. We won't get them to the 8th if we get them at all next month because of the shutdown. So they're back on their regular date that they should be on is on the 8th. Last month we got them on the 23rd because I don't know really why. We got a prorated amount. We didn't get the full amount. So ours will be on the 8th, and Tennessee has the thing up on our app saying that they're in jeopardy of not going out on time. So as of right now, the state of Tennessee is in jeopardy. I'm trying to give me 1 second, guys. I need to pause this for a second. Okay. I was just trying to remember what all I was seeing the other night. It really is. I had to go look at a picture that I had on my phone real quick to make sure the name was the right name. Because look, by all means, I don't tell anybody if you go watch this person, you can't watch me. I don't really um, care too much in that sense. Um, I don't trust the people who do that. I'll say it that way. Does that make sense? I don't trust the people who go to an awareness page and talk about other people and then come into my live talking to me like we're friends. By all means, y'all go watch whoever y'all want to watch. Y'all talk to whoever y'all want to talk to. I don't care. But I don't trust that person anymore, if that makes sense. You know. So I had to go make sure I had to make sure the right person was in here. So But yeah, like I said, um, state of Tennessee's got the thing on their app that says they're in jeopardy. I think they're really waiting until the first to see where the shutdown, if it happens to come, happens to, the government happens to open back up. That's what I was trying to say. Exactly, Tulsa. Because you still got to pay their paychecks. The people who are shutting us down are still getting paid. If I'm wrong on that, somebody correct me. But I don't think I am. I think that the people in government who are up there um, arguing over everything, I think they're still getting paid. Like I said, if I'm wrong, correct me on that. But they're still taking their taxes. They still want their property taxes. They want their taxes on the car. They want taxes out your check. You know, I've heard some states say that they have money set aside for certain programs during a shutdown. Now, I don't know which states that was. I don't remember that, but I do remember seeing it on one of the news TikToks, and it was like actual news, like wasn't CNN, but it was something big. Um, some states have a budget setback to get through a shutdown, but it won't carry them long through the shutdown, like maybe a month or two through the shutdown. Um, Tennessee is not a state that has that. Senator Lee has already came out, Governor Lee, whatever his name is. Um, he's already came out. He'd be a governor. He wouldn't be a senator. Yeah. He's done come out and said that Tennessee doesn't, if the shutdown doesn't happen, Tennessee won't get them. Because Tennessee doesn't have a emergency funding to go with it. Where Florida might have an emergency funding that once it shuts down, they've got them. Florida's government's got enough money to get them through. Some states are depending solely on the government to send them money for. So it's I think some states will still get them and some states won't. I do know that if it's not cleared up by November 1st, Tennessee is one of the states that won't get them. Now they're saying that if everything gets cleared up by some point in November, that it might be delayed, but it's going to hurt a lot of people. And listen, if you can still sit here and proudly say you're a Democrat and supporting funding for illegal aliens after all this, then you're a loyal person. That's all I can say. Because I don't see how anybody can sit here and go, you voted for to make sure millions and millions of dollars has went to illegal immigrants coming to this country. And there's no way, you don't have to say illegal because you're calling them illegal in the first place. So illegal immigrants coming here, Here, let me give you housing. Let me give you food for money. Let me give you this. Let me give you that. When we can't even take care of our own homeless situation for our American citizens? It's like, for real. They want to hand out millions and millions and millions of dollars to illegal immigrants. I did vote. So it's like, that makes no sense to me. Whether you voted or not, it still doesn't make any sense. Why take care of someone that's illegal before taking care of someone who's legally here and needs the same help? And I'm not saying that because of the situation I'm in. There's people out there on the streets that are in 100 times worse situation than I'm in, that needs help and can't get it. But you come here illegally and you get stuff handed to you? What's not true? What is not true, Pam? There's legal ways to get into the country. Someone wants to come to America legal, by all means, welcome, welcome. Come on in. Right? So how are so many so all these illegal citizens that are are getting the benefits anyway? I mean, it's already happening. So you're telling me that no illegal citizen is getting benefits, but the government is shut down right now because they want money to give to illegal immigrants. What's not true? Instead of just saying not true, say what you're saying what's not true too. We can have a debate about this. I mean, this is far off from where I need to be in my topic, but you know, okay, then why are they fighting over money to fund illegal immigrants? What's so wrong with wanting America to take care of Americans first? We're all being lied to. We are all being lied to. And that's what we all got to realize. The truest statement that was ever made by a politician was Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan made the statement that the biggest lie you'll ever hear is, I'm here to help you, I'm from the government. And that was the truest statement a politician has ever made. We're all being lied to. Doesn't the all the stuff have to be voted on for the government to open up? I mean, if I'm wrong on something, y'all tell me I'm wrong. I'll educate me if I'm wrong. Just don't tell me I'm wrong and then tell me a bunch of other stuff behind it that doesn't do anything. Like, oh, you're wrong. This is, but then y'all never. This is also why I don't talk politics on here a lot. Because nobody in here is going to agree 100% what the next person is saying unless they say exactly what they're saying. Hey, Brenda, how are you doing? So, on that note, we're going to move past politics. So, we're going to end the politic talk. What time do you get off? How many more hours you got? Three more hours. That's not too bad. I'm going to say this last thing about politics and then I'm done with it. You see how quickly we got divided? You see how quickly we got divided? It took this chat less than 5 minutes to get divided over politics, and that's exactly where they want to keep us now. If you don't believe that, you know. There is a division in this world, and that's exactly how they want to keep it. Because that's how they divide us, Susie. They divide us by giving information. Some people will take the information and run with it. Me, if I'm wrong and I can be proven wrong, then tell me that. Don't just tell me I'm wrong and expect for me just to go, you know what, they're right, I was wrong. Say I'm wrong, and if you can prove I'm wrong, I'm big enough. I'm a big enough man to go, hey, you was right, I was wrong. But it's the situation where if you can keep a large group divided, it's easier to control them. I mean, if you've got 100 cows and you're going to move them up a ridge, I don't know nothing about moving cows. I've never moved cattle, but I'm just guessing that If I can take them 25 at a time, I'm going to be able to control a smaller group better than I am a large group. So if I divide, I can control. Now, awful politics we go. It's my chat, I get the right to say that. No more political talk. Let's talk about anything else than political talk. So, no more political talk. If you want to talk political, go find a political chat. We're stopping the political talk. Because we're not going to agree on everything. We're just going to keep on arguing. And she is doing great. She is probably curled up in the bed. She got mad at us last night. She wanted down out of the bed to go get her something to drink. And I fell back asleep and forgot to put her back in the bed. And she had to sleep on her little doggy blanket last night. She got mad at me. I'm about to go back to the room here in a few minutes, and we got to try to figure out how in the world we're going to eat tonight, because we excuse me, guys, because we absolutely have nothing to eat. So that's where my day's at. They are really cheap, but when you have $0, everything's expensive. So I have no money to even get gas to go to the store. So I need at least $10 for gas, and then whatever else I get is going to go towards figuring out something for me and the wife to eat. Fur Baby still has food. She has about a third of her bag of food left. I wished I could get away with it. Buying a bag of food for $6 and it lasting almost a month. For us, not her. Food lasts for her forever. She's so small. She'll go eat, and then she... It is, Kim. It really is. We've been doing okay. We've been able to stay afloat, but it's like today's just been one of them days to where nothing has really came together. Exactly, Corey. That 5-pound bag is going to last that German Shepherd about a day. Where that little Yorkie, that's you'd use a Jack Russell Chihuahua mix. A little bit more air. And a 5-pound bag of kibbles will last her a month. I mean, I know she's had this bag for at least a month. And still has a third of it left. And there's always food in her bowl. Always keep food in her bowl. I don't like the training of a dog to where they eat at this time and that's it. Thank you, Kim, for the heart me. I like for her to know that she's always got food in her bowl, and whenever she's hungry, she can go in there and get her some of it. That's how we've been with every animal we've ever owned. Keep food for them and keep it out, and if they want something, they know it's there, they can go get it. So, hey, Bugsy, How are you doing? I think that's the best way to do it, April, is just you keep it out and uh, they eat what they want when they want and they know it's there. She used to be bad about um, back when we had our bed that she could get into. She'd go get a mouthful of food and try to bring it to the bed and hide it, and then wake up in the middle of the night and you hear her crunching. It's like she should bring like a little snack with her. Bugsy, we're doing pretty decent, I guess. Was trying to get some help today with some gas and some food, but uh, not looking like we are. So, oh yeah, we're doing better than what we could be doing. I mean, it could be worse, could be better, could always be either one of them, you know. But I'm gonna be getting off here in a few minutes. Nobody's complaining. I was answering a question. She asked, how you guys doing? How are you guys? I answered. I need to find one of my friends who cuts their own hair and see if they'll let me use their clippers. But anyway, we'll be getting off here in just a few minutes, guys. Hey, CJ, how are you doing? Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I'm really starting to catch the vibe that 28 up there is just wanting a confrontation. Thank you for the gifts. Glad you're doing okay. Oh, I will eventually. Y'all know me. CJ, we was talking about Angela signing into her other account that she had for just coffee, and me and her battling each other after a while and see how that goes. Right now, it's our mods. I mean, the room's not been bad. It's just one person kind of wanting to really catching a confrontational vibe. But I think I actually have a mod still in here. Should probably listen quietly. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, I figured you were still here. You usually tell me if you're leaving. She ain't really had to kick anybody out of the room. Yeah, but what you got to learn in life is that sometimes people really don't care how you see things unless they're asking for your opinion. Then, you know, and I don't think anybody was asking for your opinion on that. Just because it's the way you see it doesn't mean that's the way people want to hear you speak about it, you know. And nobody asked for your opinion on if I was complaining or not, but you gave it anyway. And you've been kind of on that confrontational line there the whole chat, like no matter what I say, you do the opposite. So, but it's all good, man. And again, nobody asked for your opinion when we was talking. I'm just saying, it's just the way you tell it like you see it, but nobody asked, nobody went, hey man, how do you see this? You just decided to throw it out there. Well, I was raised the way that, hey, if people want your opinion, they'll ask you for it. Again, still didn't ask. It's like you're on this whole thing about complaining, and you're the only one complaining about that. So Shane, I've had some very, very, very good leads with some work. So and I wish the best for you too, man. But it's like you're the only one hung up on this whole complaining thing. So Cat's Corner. We used to have a. But you're the only one still talking about it. See, you said that one time. Then, oh, my dad raised me for that. My dad did it. We're adults. Let's see, there's 3 times you said it back. So like, really? Again, you said it, or you said it once, but nobody asked you once. I mean, I'm not trying to be a butt about it or anything. It's true. No, nobody asked you for your opinion on it. She is back at the room. I know we don't get good service at the room, so I'm about to head back that way myself. Luckily, I'm close enough to. When I get there, I'm going to be there because I don't have the gas to go anywhere else. So I was hoping to. We do have the room up till Friday. We have that taken care of. We're just on the point to where we. Lisa said it best. Thank you, Lisa. To where the car's on E and the refrigerator is empty. So I got 2 E's in my life that I'm trying to get some help with, and it's cool. I hadn't got any help this live, and that's fine. We've got some good chats. We got some good conversation. We'll go back in and we'll pray on it and figure out which direction I need to go in. Shame they are, but man, them suckers stay so full. It is such a long list to get into one of those places. You're fine, Larva. I'm about to get off here and head back to the room, spend some time with the missus, try to figure out everything tonight. I don't know. There's really nothing to figure out, I don't guess. If I don't get some help, we just don't eat tonight. Yeah, they just restream me when they get gifts when they're streaming. It's all good, though. I just hope they're using that money for something good. I hope they really needed that money. Sarah, I will neither confirm or deny that. Amanda, yeah, that ain't never gonna happen. They could give me half of it, though. They could give me half of that $1,200 payday they got coming Wednesday off. Well, it's not just my lives they do it to. They do it to several other people. They're not making $1,200 just off of my life. They spend the whole day and night with a phone set up aimed at a computer screen or another phone. And they show my lives, everybody else's lives, and they're getting gifts as they're doing that. And those gifts cash out. If y'all don't believe me, go to tickleap.com and type in top 4 ways. Top, period, 4, period, ways. That's the one that streams a lot of us and gets gifts. Their best day this past week was about $615 for a day. And their weekly payout to tickleap.com is going to be around $1,200. Ways, WAYS. So, you can go to tickleap.com and look up anybody on TikTok. You just got to have their @ name. It's like you can't go in there and type in it's Angela and Tim, or whatever it's our name is up there, and find us. You have to have our @ name. Excuse me. So if you go in, you type in @ I don't know what my @ name is. Tim something, I don't know. You can pull up and see how much we've made. Queen, the first one, they're pretty spot on with that estimate. Because I've looked when we've gotten it. And when we used to do battles and everything, I looked on there and was like, it's just a few dollars off. It's not really, there's not like they're guessing. It's just, I think the closest it got was like $5 off, or the furthest it off was for us. And we had like a $200-something payday or payout that day. I think it missed it by $5. Tickleap.com. TIKLEAP. So, and like I said, you do have to pay for some of the features on there, but like to see like it just for the last few days, you can see. So, yeah. And it looks up. Katie looked up 651 was like one day, wasn't it? Then you add all the week, and I learned earlier that the week goes Monday to Sunday. I thought it was Wednesday to Tuesday, but it's Monday to Sunday. So you add up the dates from Monday to Sunday, and that's what they're going to get paid out that Wednesday. So, yeah. And the only thing they do is stream me and a few other people, and they sit there and they talk to the camera like they're talking to the people, and they'll talk amongst each other, and they'll make jokes, and they, make their cute little cartoons and assume stuff and say stuff about people that they have no facts or information about. And they put it out there, and then they make this money. Now, not all awareness do that. Not all of them do that. Katie, you're right. Dox people, lie about people. See, Presley is, even if I'm not on, they have a list of people that they go by. So it's not just me they're doing it to. They didn't make $1,200 off streaming just me. They made it off streaming several other people. And they'll go through and just find people battling and put people up there that are just battling. and talk about how they're begging for money and they should be doing this, that, and the other, and talk horrible about these people. And then on their page, they've got these big gifters that sent the big, huge gifts in during the live. And again, I'm not saying that all awareness does this. I'm not even saying that group that does that on this is awareness. I think they're just doing it to make money. I think that's their sole reason. There are some awareness groups out there who have gifts turned off. Some of them have them turned on. Some of them make pennies. Some of them make dollars. So I'm figuring I'm probably being streamed now because they stream from sun up to sundown just about. Sun up to sundown. I sound like an old farmer guy. You know, Tickler? Tickleap? TIKLEAP is the site. Well, see, Presley, I haven't been on the last couple of weeks. Hey, Live, Laugh, Love. I don't care if they get mad that I'm talking about them or not. It's the truth, though. I mean, they're sitting there making money off of streaming me and other people. I feel like if you're going to stream me, I have every right to talk about you at any given time that I want to. If you're using my likeness to make money, I can say what I want to. You guys, I'm about to get off here, go back to the room, and try to figure out how we're going to do supper tonight. They said they don't ask, so it's okay. Turn your gifts off. If it's not that big of a deal to you guys that you are getting gifts, turn them off. And don't turn them back on when you're streaming. That would prove that they're not, a big deal to you. Right? Yeah, Larva, they're going to rake in about $1,200 this payout from the last I seen. So they're going to make $1,200 off of me and other people. Live, Laugh, Love. I don't even really call this group that's doing this awareness because they're just simple. I think they're just simply in it for the money. They've seen a way to make money, and they're doing it. No. What are you talking about, Tina? Some of y'all really need to put more context into y'all's talking. Exactly. And for the ones who say the gifts ain't that big of a deal, we don't ask for them, we just get them. Then turn your gifts off. Top 4 ways. How come your gifts are on then? If it's not that big of a deal, turn them off. Do like some of the other awareness groups do. Turn them off. If you're not there to make money, if they're not there to make money, why do you have sub-only lives? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can message anytime. Anybody can message me. So, not really been off on a tangent on that. And I'm not hating them. I don't have any ill intent. They figured out a way to make money. But just don't lie about it. Just say, hey, we're making money. Just be honest about it. Like, hey, we figured out a way to make money off y'all, so we're going to make our money. Instead of justifying it like, well, we don't ask for them. Just say, hey, I figured out how to put $1,200 in my family's um, income every week by sitting around doing this. Just be honest about it. Be honest about the reasons you're doing it. I'm not mad at you. I have no ill intent in my heart for you guys. You're gonna do it either way. If you're not doing it to me, you're gonna do it to somebody else. So it is what it is, right? But just be honest. Um, that's all I'm saying. And I'm going to end the subject on that. Just be honest about it. Just say, this is how we're making money. This is how I'm helping my family. Just because if the money's not that big of a deal, then turn the gifts off. Sorry, I had a message I had to take. See, Presley, you're just assuming that I'm unemployed. So, but at this point, I would neither deny or confirm that I'm working. I'm doing that for my own safety, my wife's safety, and my job's safety. So, but back to the matter at hand. Yeah, but I'm working on a permanent thing too. That right there is just something that's not permanent. So, well, Presley, we don't have time to argue. So, you can never move on. or we'll move you on. So that's kind of the choices in hand. I'm not going to just sit here and argue with somebody, and I'm not going to sit here and watch. If they can't get the argument out of me, they're trying to get the argument out of a mod. That's not going to go down either. So that's that situation. Like, I'm not going to argue with you, and if you can't get it out of me and you try to go to the mod, we're not doing that situation either. I have wonderful mods. There are some good people. I don't have many anymore. I just have a select few. And they do a wonderful job modding the rooms. They all have their own stuff going on in their lives. So if you're coming in here to argue with me and I don't argue with you and you try to move to the mods, you're going to be instantly removed from the room, because I'm not going to allow any arguments, stress, or hate to be dumped on the mods. They don't deserve secondhand hate. Nobody deserves secondhand hate. Listen, you don't got to like me. You ain't got to like my mods. You ain't got to like the people who come in here and talk. And you can simply don't come in here. You can simply not watch it. You can simply not message those people. We're all adults here. Right? We're all adults. The day we learn that we can disagree and not argue, or we can not like somebody that somebody else likes, and it doesn't affect our lives any, much better of a day is that going to be? You know, there's people that I can't stand to be around. But other friends that I have, they like them. It doesn't change the way me and my friends act towards each other. I'm not telling them, oh, if you like that person, then this is what they did to me. This is what they did to that. No. We just live life and we go on. I mean, is that not how it's supposed to go? Wingo, everything's going really good. Um, I absolutely can't complain about anything. Hey, user 645292232. I don't know why, but in my head I have to say the full number. We are going to end this live here in just a second. I've been on for 2 hours, way longer than I meant to be on. We've had some good talk in this live, and to be on for 2 hours and only have to kick 2 people out of the room, that's pretty daggum good, guys. I think it is. Wingo, our room's paid for up to Friday, so we're doing really good on the room. We was just out of food and gas, so that was a situation that we was facing today. We've talked politics, we've talked love and hate, we've talked people streaming and making $1,200 this week off of us. We've talked about a lot of stuff. Me and Angela's going to talk about that. The idea of me and her doing battles against each other was suggested on here, like me and her doing battles, and then whatever we make gift wise or that. We just we thought that might be. Um, the chat thought that might be a cute little deal, like husband wife battle. Uh, and I have to agree with them. I never thought about me and her doing battles against each other and being like husband and wife battles. Um, the only reason we're really not going to battle anybody else is because of the groups that go in there. We can't get the battles all the way through because of we start one and people from that community will go into the other person's box and talk a bunch of crap about us, and we end up getting dropped out. Um, so it's like we can't get a good battle going on to do anything. So, but if it's me and her battling each other, might be kind of fun to watch. So we will do. We will. I'm gonna talk to her about it. She's got another account she had just for her coffee stuff, and I do believe she has enough people to go live on that one. If not, she can use our backup account. Right? Guys, it's been a really good chat today. Monkey, we ain't doing that. Oh, well, we're thinking about doing that. Um, we're gonna talk about it and may do it tonight. May not. I don't know. Maybe starting it soon. Um, yeah, that felt good, didn't it, Carrie? Hey, oh well, how are you doing? All right, so I'm getting off here, and we'll see where the day brings us. That's cool. Well, we're glad you strolled into here. Fortunately, you're catching the tail end. You can, Queen. You get it cheap, and you can also get Amazon Prime cheap, and Walmart deliveries for like $6 a month. So that's kind of random out of nowhere statement though, but it's just like out of the blue. All right, guys, we're getting off here. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. And we'll catch you guys down the road.